touched on this before, but I do think it's important that we just ask a quick question. Is you guys are known for your innovation, and I am fully aware of that. Is like you said, back in the 70s, you were doing stuff that people weren't even thinking about, and that's what made you guys so, I guess, so popular as well. So what I want to do is I just want to ask you a question. Is that security technology is always changing. How do you make sure that Rechenberg is staying ahead of the game, and that someone else isn't going to creep in there and, I guess, take over what you've established?
I think it's probably it's just being curious. It's there's a new product, you buy it, you that sucks. You do another one, you look at products or services. It's probably coming back to that evolution, but it's trying to look at everything. There's a lot of stuff in the market from the consumer level, where it's you go to a J car or a JD Hi-Fi or whatever the case might be. We're not in that market. We're not in the consumer market. If someone comes to us, they're looking for advice and product. Where if you go to a Bunnings or a J car, you're buying it, you're trying to make up your own mind as far as its suitability. Then you've got to install it, and then it breaks, you'll take it off, take it back. We cover all that sort of stuff. But it's, how do we stay current? I guess it's diversification. Again, locksmiths, electronic security, alarm monitoring, medical alarms, like we do a lot of stuff. Hopefully we do it all well. But it's just pushing the boundaries, or not taking for granted that what the industry does is the way it should be. But we try and push it as far as making changes, or we look at it and go, nobody else is doing this. Let's give it a go. Let's see what the market says. And 9 times out of 10, it comes back positive. We get feedback, before that. So it's talking to your customer base. It's understanding what their needs are. It's just a constant, discovery as far as what works or what doesn't work. And again, some of it works. A lot of it doesn't.
So your advice, I suppose, just to summarise that, is to trial it, get some feedback on it, and then if it works, adapt and.
Well, my advice is don't live inside your circle of ability. That's got to continually grow, and I guess that's what we've probably done for 50 years. We started out doing what we're doing. We grew like you've got to be prepared to change. You've got to be prepared to grow, and that's getting outside that comfort zone. And that's my biggest advice: is whatever you do, whether you own a business or you work with somebody or for somebody, whatever the case might be, get outside that comfort zone. Because if you don't get outside that comfort zone, you're literally going to become irrelevant. We've got AI, we've got so much new technology coming on board. It's just absolutely never ending, and we're always looking at what we can do, or just challenging what we currently do to get better, basically. And from a business perspective, someone said to me, how much do you want to grow? I actually want to grow at all. I want to actually make profit. But profit can be a dirty word, because it's not that growth. But I'll tell you what, if you're not making money, and our turnover hasn't changed for 5 years, but our profit has increased because that's been the focus on what we do and how we do it and how we go about it. Some customers come along because they haven't suited what we believe in or what we do. But it's profit that makes the world turn around. As much as it's a bit of a, no one seems to talk about profit as such. It's all about growing this percentage every single year. Well, you don't have to.
No point, Brian.